question I liked at the end of this is, well, not really a question, but he said I like the things that they do at Ohio State. So I was thinking, like, how do we do things at Northern? Like, what makes us different? What makes us a team? Like, how are we going to go and present ourselves that's going to make us different? And then the real question that I got from, like, this video was, like, why do we run? Like, what's the purpose of going out there every day and pushing ourselves to do all these things? Like, what's the purpose of why we run? So, one reason why this video strikes home to me is that my two brothers have Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So they have like the same disease, so they'll end up passing away in their mid-20s, and by the age of 12, they'll probably be in a wheelchair like this, and that's really hard to deal with sometimes. But that's the reason on why I run. So tonight, I wanted to bring us all together, and I brought these green ribbons because that symbolizes Duchenne, but not necessarily. I know everybody doesn't have the same connection to Duchenne as I do, but I know that everybody has their own struggle, their own trial in their life. And my Aunt Summer, actually, she's the Weaver State cheer coach of this team in Utah, and they're like a national champion team. They're awesome. They're great, and they do a 5K every year. And all the cheerleaders were complaining because they're like, we don't run, this isn't our sport, why are you making us do this? This is silly, like, we can't do this. And she said her reason was because you can. Like, that's the only reason I'm going to give you, is because you can run. There's people that aren't given the opportunity to run, and you've been given so much. And you've been given like a healthy body, you've been given all these opportunities. So I'm just going to make you do this one thing because you can. And this one girl reached out, and she posted on Instagram, and she said this little quote. She did a whole thing, but I just like this little quote she said. And she said, well, it's really hard to push myself so hard when I can't even breathe. I feel like it's holding me back for a really long time, and sometimes I still feel like that. But I can run. Sometimes it's more difficult for me, and I struggle more than others, because she's talking about, she ran because she has asthma. And she said, sometimes it's more difficult for me, and I struggle more than others because to run this 5K, but I did it because I could. Some people out there literally can't run. Asthma makes it harder for me to breathe, but it's not impossible. So I just thought that it was really cool that she decided to, even though she was just diagnosed with asthma, that she ran because she could. So I thought it'd be really cool if we came together as a team, and I passed these out, and I just tied it on my shoe right there. And you don't have to write the same thing as I'm going to, but it's just a little reminder as we go to states that we're running for a cause, we're running together because we all have our something that we want to run for, and that we're doing it because we can. So I thought that would be a little cool thing to share. Thanks.
Awesome.